Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode in the Rayo Vallecano career mode. This is episode number 34, and we start today's episode off by seeing that the January transfer window has opened in career mode world, and we started straight off with a bid from our goalkeeper Kepa, which we rejected. And you'll see a squad report and look at the standings as well as we've entered a new month. Yes, with the transfer window now open, we start to think about what we'll be doing with the squad over the month of January. And of course, we do know that two players will almost certainly be leaving the club. One was that guy right there, Nacho, and the other guy is Bangura. Now, of course, Nacho's been refusing contracts. I placed him on the transfer list, and now it looks almost certain that he's going to depart the club in January. But for Bangura, he's currently homesick right now, and which, I mean, that does surprise me a little bit because I read on Wikipedia that he came through the youth academy at Rayo, but fair enough. He's now got homesick anyway. He's just developed it out of nowhere, and he's apparently homesick, so maybe going back to Guinea. I don't know, but probably not. But yeah, Bangura's homesick, and of course the board have decided that they're going to sell him. That's been taken out of our own hands now. We can't make any decision on that. The board are going to sell him behind our backs, and that's very frustrating because I wasn't really planning to do that much in this January transfer window. You know, I really wasn't, because right now, as you can see in the league, 17 games in, we're top of the table with 41 points. It's been an extraordinary start to the season in the league right now, as we are top of the table. There's still over half a year to go, and there's no guarantee that we'll be staying there, but what a fantastic first start of the season. In the Copa del Rey, we're into the round of 16 stage. We're taking Almeria over 2 legs. You'll see the first leg in today's episode, and in the Europa League, we're into the round of 32 stage now, and over 2 legs, we'll take on the Turkish side Besiktas. But yeah, when it comes down to Bangura and Nacho, you know, I don't mind too much selling Nacho. I think we can do without the left back and sign someone else, but with Bangura, for example, that one's very, very frustrating. We gave him a new contract last season. Now he's requested a transfer, and the board have just said, yep, let's go ahead and sell him, and we have no control over that whatsoever. So that's really frustrating, and I was set for a quiet transfer window. Didn't want to do much, don't have too much money, but of course now it seems as though for sure we'll be selling Bangura and probably Nacho as well. But still, we did have a bid for Adama as well. Ajax came in and put in a £14 million bid. Now, of course, we signed him in the summer from Aston Villa, but he's going absolutely nowhere. I must say, I'm really liking this guy right now. He's leading the league in assists with 9 currently. He's been absolutely fantastic, and I don't want to sell him, so I'll keep him here. And it also comes to the first game of today's episode as well, as we take on Almeria in the Copa del Rey, round of 32, first leg here, away from home. Now, of course, in this competition, not too fussed about it, as you guys know. We've got bigger fish to fry. We're top of the table, for goodness sake, so not really too fussed about this competition. So, played a backup side in this game, a completely weak side. First chance fell to us, and the second chance fell to the home side, as Ziz's strike hit in the post, and it was still 0-0. But in the second half, though, just before the hour mark, we had a great chance to make it 1-0, and as Mayral ran through here, we would indeed open the scoring through the former Real Madrid striker. It was a really bizarre goal as well, because Almeria launched the ball long. It was won back by Mbaba, I think it was, and really quickly we had a 3-man break, got ourselves through with our number 16, and Mayral strike was deflected off the goalkeeper Julian, but he couldn't keep it out, as our number 16 opens the scoring and makes it 1-0. So not the best of finishes, but they all count. It finds the back of the net, and just past the hour mark, we do take the lead in this game. And then in the final minute of normal time as well, how about this for a very, very simple attack as we sprint down the left hand side with our left back Hermoso. I moved from centre back to left back as the game was going on. He drilled in a cross, found Leva unmarked to the far post. He snuck in, and just like Mayral, did the exact same celebration, running to the cameraman, making a heart symbol as we go 2 goals up. So in the end, the final score in this one was Almeria 0, Rayo 2, and I gotta say, it was just such a really weird game, in the sense that Almeria had 6 shots, I think it was in total. You see the stats just most time anyway, but none of them were really threatening other than the one that hit the post. And for us, we weren't really too convincing, but we were clinical. We hit the target with every shot and scored 2 of our 4, and in the end, the goal that we scored, both of them, came from really simple goals where we just sprinted forward, and the Almeria players didn't really do too much to stop us from going through on goal. So in the end, 2-0 the final score. We'll take the win, and again, I'm not really too fussed about this competition, the Copa del Rey. A good cup run would be good, but I'm not too fussed about it. But a very commanding first leg win, well, not commanding first leg win, but a comfortable enough first leg win regardless, means that going back to the Estadio de Vallecas, Almeria will need need to score at least 2 goals. So very, very pleased with the win, a 2-0 victory. And I guess if nothing else, even if we are rotating the players and playing a weakened side, it's good to see those sort of players perform, even though they're not always regulars in the first 11. But still, following that, we did see that Horaz will be suspended for the game against Barcelona in the next game, which we'll see in just a moment's time, as he got a booking in that one and had an accumulation of too many yellow cards. And also that Perez is coming back from injury. Yes, Ayoza Perez, who dislocated his shoulder, I do believe, and was out for 2 months, is finally coming back from injury and will be fit to at least sit on the bench in that game against Barcelona. So delighted with that. Great to see Perez return, and maybe he'll play a big part coming off the bench. But still, we did have a bid for our left back Nacho as well. You guys know Bangura is going, and as you can see, Nacho is going to leave the club as well. Villarreal came in, put in a £3.8 million bid. It's 200 grand less than his valuation. I could have put a counter offer in, but I thought, you know what, he's out of contract come the end of the year. Clubs can sign him for free if they want, so we'll just take the money and say that bid is totally fine. So Nacho is going to go. We're going to go ahead and sign a replacement for him very soon, and he's been a solid left back for us, no doubt about that. I wanted him to stay, but he kept on rejecting contracts, so he's on his way, and I'm totally fine with that. But still, for the second game today's episode, we take on Barcelona. It's the biggest game of the season. We take on last season's champions, and with 17 games into the season, we are still top of the table by 4 points. Can we get a big win here in one of the biggest games of the season and show that we're good enough to take the crown from Barcelona and win the title this season and have an absolutely fantastic campaign? Come on, Rayo. So first chance again could come here 10 minutes into Barcelona. Sergio Roberto terrorised us last year here. He's on the ball, takes it around his man, stumbles a little bit, but keeps holding his balance, keeps holding the ball, and he found Timo Werner, who fires the shot way over the bar. So first opportunity coming there, the German could not hit the target, but not good to see Barca carve us open so easily there. Poor from me. And here is Messi for Barcelona, holds off the man and finds Busquets, and he finds Iniesta, who himself smashes the ball way off target. So a couple of shots early in the first 15 minutes for Barcelona, but both being hit harmlessly wide or over the bar. Still 0-0. I want to see us get a chance though, see if we can get ourselves an early goal in this one and make it 1-0, but Barca with a faster start. Let's put an end to that, with Camarasa finding Nacho through towards Bangura, and Bangura through towards Nacho, possibly playing his final game for the club here. Floats it into the centre, Konate, free header, surely, oh my word! Oh my word, that was a chance. That was a real chance. I was so casual there. I did not expect Konate to be found all alone in the area. It was a great ball by Nacho, and that was a real chance for 1-0, but the header was straight at Claudio Bravo. Well, I wanted an early goal, and we should have had one there. I was so casual, and I should have taken a chance. Oh, and I give the ball away. Suarez is through. It's 1-0, and just like that, Barcelona are taking the lead. I've surrendered possession. Kepa towards Ivan Lopez. I tried to release the ball. It hit off Werner, came to Suarez, and he finds the back of the net. And out of nothing, Barcelona are taking the lead. I can't believe that. We just had the chance to make it 1-0. I wasted it. And in passing out from the back, it sometimes goes wrong. Oftentimes it doesn't, but every now and then it can. And Ivan Lopez's pass seems to deflect off Werner, goes straight into the path of Luis Suarez, and it is 1-0 to the away side. That is just absolutely catastrophic and schoolboy. Good tackle by Adama there, he finds Baena through towards Camarasa, and a great ball through towards Konate, who goes for goal. That's a great save by Claudio Bravo, who turns it behind for a corner, excuse me. And a really good stop by the goalkeeper there, as it is still 1-0 to Barcelona. Very good save there as Konate's tried his luck from range. It's a good ball in from a corner as well, and Bangura's header is dealt with. We've dominated possession in this first half, as you see in the top left, but Barcelona still do lead by a goal to nil as we approach the break. Can they add a second goal? There could be a chance here, but that cross was straight into the gloves of Kepa, and we'll try and launch a quick counter-attack, but Busquets snuffs it out. I've said about 1,000 times before, Sergio Busquets is one of the best defensive midfielders in FIFA. He's so good, and Luis Suarez has made it 2-0 to Barcelona 2 minutes before the break, and both goals have come from me surrendering possession, and I'll always pass out from the back. I'll always do it. I far prefer that to hoofing it forward and hoping that a strike can flick it on, but that time I just tried to launch it long and try and start a counter-attack really, but Busquets cuts it out, and I mean, look at that for a finish by Luis Suarez. Absolutely inch perfect. Kepa has no chance. It is 2-0 to Barca, and this is such a big game. I feel the biggest game of the season so far, in the league at least, and we trail by 2 goals going into the break. I'm so desperate for us to not do what I did in my club and country save this year in the second season with Paris FC, when we were top halfway through and in the end I bottled it and we finished in 3rd place. I want us to win this title. I know we're capable, but I feel as though we may have cold feet and we may end up throwing it away ourselves. It's 2-0 to Barcelona, and I've not played well in this first half. Lopez down the right hand side finds Adama with a brilliant ball here, and he's got so much pace, Adama, and this is when he's at his best, with so much room to gallop in. He needs some support, does he? Or can he go alone? Adama hits the post, and Ceballos can turn it in. He has done. Dani Ceballos scores a bizarre free goal, and it is 2-1, and 4 minutes after the hour mark, we've halved the deficit. We're back in the game. Fantastic work from Adama. The shot hit the post, and Ceballos, that wasn't a shot, that was a tackle. That was a tackle on his man, and Mascherano couldn't keep the ball out. Neither could Claudio Bravo, trying to claw it out himself, and Dani Ceballos claims it with, I think, my first tackle goal in this year's FIFA. We won't mind though, they all count. It's goal number 6 for our number 7, and Dani Ceballos puts us back in the game. Come on, Rayo. Our Bernardo Turan player 1-2, that's a good tackle by Matt, and I thought we could have been on the break there, but instead Matt is shielded off by Jordi Alba. As the ball comes in towards Rakitic, Barcelona have made it 3-1, and out of nothing the away side are going to wrap up all 3 points. Wow, I thought we just made the tackle with Jordi and Matt, and he was outstrengthed by Jordi Alba. The left back won it back, played it through, and Rakitic snuck in at the back post unmarked, fired it past Kepa, and the Croatian ensures that Barcelona will restore their 2-goal cushion and get themselves all 3 points. That is absolutely gutting, because that goal just come completely out of nothing. The first 2 goals my fault, no question, but for that goal I can't believe that Matt lost that battle of strength there with Jordi Alba. It's 3-1. Well, I build this as the biggest game of the season in the league so far, and unfortunately it is going to end in defeat for us. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a wake-up call, and it's something which brings us down to earth. There's half a season to go. We're still going to be top of the table despite this loss. But oh man, I'm including that. Oh, for God's sake, I can't even natter on without making a fool out of myself. I mean, seriously, as Iniesta gets on the ball. What on earth happened there? Seriously. Mera with the tackle, Faria, Bangura. We can still get ourselves a second goal here. It's Perez running through off the bench. Perez goes for goal. Bravo turns it behind for a corner. It's still 3-1. Kepa's come up for this corner. I appreciate the effort. I think it's a little bit too late now though, as Arda Turan tackles his man, and Barcelona will get it clear, and that will do it. The final score is Rayo Vallecano 1, Barcelona 3. And unfortunately, the biggest game of the season, and as what I was saying, that the biggest game of the season, I built it to the biggest game of the season. It is unfortunate it's going to end in defeat. It's not a wake-up call, and it is not something which does bring us back down to earth and make us feel like our dreams are unrealistic, because there's half a season to go and we're still top of the table. But it is disappointing how, with us being at home this season, we'd won 9 out of 9. Coming into this game, 9 out of 9 wins. Excuse me. At the Estadio de Vallecas, to have this one, coming into it 100% record, and to lose it by 3-1. I mean, that's just extremely disappointing, despite the fact we were against last season's champions. But still, as you can see with the stats, I thought it was a really, really balanced game. And on another day, we could have got the 3 points, or could have at least got a draw. But in the end, it's Barcelona to get all 3 points. I guess they were just more clinical than us. There's no doubt about that. Obviously, with the 3 goals they scored compared to 1. 3-1, but I felt it was an even game, and I think a point would have been a fair result, at least in my opinion. Man of the match probably would have to go to Luis Suarez. Both goals also had a 90% pass accuracy as well. Very, very good performance. Struggled to control him really all game long, particularly in the first half with the 2 goals he scored. And moment of the match probably would have to go to the second goal he scored as well, which, I mean, both of the 2 goals they scored in the first half came out of nothing, but the second one was a long throw by Kepa. Look at how quickly they get the ball inside here. A brilliant ball inside, and then Suarez is finished. Takes one touch, and then with a weaker left foot, bangs it out into the top corner, and a great goalkeeper like Kepa has absolutely no chance. So the final score is 3-1. We will still be top of the table regardless though, so we will still be feeling quite positive about ourselves with 18 games gone in La Liga, but this was a very possible damaging defeat to us psychologically, and I guess we just have to improve going in to the next game. And that will end today's episode in the Rayo Vallecano career mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do consider leaving a like. Likes, of course, much appreciated, and it really helps the channel grow as well. Much love to you all, and have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode in the Rayo Vallecano career mode very soon.